Santoleri, and I am a 6th and 7th grade reading specialist at Reynolds Middle School, and I'm also a coach for Girls on the Run Lancaster. I went to Millersville University, and there I studied elementary education. From there, I was able to begin teaching elementary school. I spent 5 years teaching 2nd grade. While I was teaching 2nd grade, I noticed a huge need for reading, so I decided to go back to Millersville to get my master's degree in language and literacy, how I got my current position as a reading specialist. As a reading specialist, my job is to assess students and determine what their level of need is in reading. I group students based on most need, some need, and not really any need for intervention. If students need the most need, they're placed in a decoding class where we work on basic skills, letter sounds, that kind of thing, which is really difficult for a middle school student to realize they need that much of a need in reading. Most students that I work with have a basic need of comprehension, so I work with students to grow their reading comprehension skills through independent reading, small group instruction, really narrowing down how to find information in a text that you're looking for, and incorporating technology where students' needs are met on level using different technology. Asking a reading teacher what their favorite book is probably the most challenging question you could ask. I would say for elementary school, my absolute favorite book is Charlotte's Web. I just think it's a timeless tale of friendship and relationships. As a middle school teacher, I love The Outsiders. S.E. Hinton wrote it, and I always talk to my students about how she wrote this book as a teenager at a time when females really weren't even publishing books. So it's huge to think she was 15, 16 when she published the novel. It was published so long ago. I mean, students, probably your parents read it too, and it's still read today. As an adult reader, I absolutely love Angela's Ashes and Tuesdays with Morrie. So Girls on the Run is a 10-week running program where we take girls at any running ability, from advanced runners to never of running at all, and we train them to ultimately run a 5K. But in the process, we really work on developing skills as being a positive female. We focus on parts of a girl wheel, so we really focus on their mind, their body, their spirit, their heart, and the social aspect of being a girl. And we really want them to just develop a strong sense of being proud of being a female, really taking ownership and knowing to love yourself, who you are, and really getting rid of self-talk. Instead of saying, I don't like certain things about myself, just saying, I don't like this now, but I can change it, or what can I do to change it? And when we talk about relationships, starting with the relationship with yourself is the most important relationship that you have. If you're not happy with yourself, you absolutely can't be happy with anybody else. Just getting girls to see power in other females and really building strong relationships with girls their age through the coaching program, and also with their coaches being able to seek us out if they have certain issues that they're going through, they need somebody to talk to. We really want our girls to value other women regardless of their age, and understand that we have 8th graders on the team that maybe can connect with 6th graders, 6th graders on the team that work with 7th graders, and just getting to see girls, no matter what age you are, you can just seek so many benefits from other women. There's one girl in particular who I think of. I actually taught her in 6th grade. 7th grade, I saw her in a classroom I was supporting in, and I noticed a huge change in her. She just wasn't as happy being in school, and the academic part of school was really just a struggle, and she was having some issues with relationships, and she said to me the one day that Girls on the Run was the best part of her day. And there were so many times during the day I would see her looking unhappy, but she just glows during Girls on the Run. And now she's in 8th grade, and working with her in 6th, 7th, and now 8th grade, and seeing the way she's able to inspire our younger girls is just amazing to see how much joy comes out of something like Girls on the Run. Girls on the Run teaches really empowering messages. One of the things that we talk about is just really pausing and taking time to self-reflect and think before you act. And also just taking time and realizing that words that other people say to you are not a reflection of who you are, they're a reflection of who they are. So if people are being mean to you and saying horrible things, that doesn't really make you a bad person. It's a reflection of what's in their heart and in their head. And getting her to understand that, and when she's hearing negative things from other people, doesn't make her a bad person. It just means she needs to surround herself with more positive people. I just think girls realizing that they don't need anybody else to make them happy is a lesson that I wish I had when I was 12 years old. I wish that I knew how much power I have in myself, because for most of us, that's not a lesson we learn until we're in our 20s, sometimes even later. and just teaching these girls that they have so much power within, and empowering them to want to be strong and want the best for themselves, and getting them to realize that beauty on the outside is wonderful, and who doesn't want to look amazing, but it's really who you are on the inside that glows. And I teach my girls all the time a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt that says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent," and getting them to realize that who they are on the inside and who they think they are is 100,000 times more important than what anybody else can ever say to you. What makes me a tough teacher is sometimes in urban education, people want to make excuses for our students and say, oh, they're a city kid, they don't need to know this isn't going to help them later on. But I believe as a teacher that my students are going to rise to any expectation I set for them. So I am a tough teacher because I set high expectations. I believe in motivating my students, and I want my students to believe that the future is theirs, and whatever their goals are, as long as they're willing to work hard and have perseverance, they're going to reach those goals. I am Tina Santoleri, and I am proud to be a tough teacher.